Hi guys, yes, I'm back. And today I'm going to be talking about why I moved back to Nigeria, which is like, I know everybody writes, I think it's like called like my Niger story basically, like what prompted me to go back to Nigeria, what was I doing before, how am I finding it. Actually, ironically, I'm actually in London at the moment, but I've not moved back to London. I'm actually still in Lagos, based in Lagos, but so basically I'm just visiting right now, and I went for dinner yesterday, and one of my friends asked me, she was like, you know what, okay, you've moved back to Lagos now, knowing what all you know about Nigeria and everything you know, your experiences, good and bad that you've had, would you do it again? I was like, hell yes, I'll do it again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about what I did before I moved back, why I moved back, and what I'm doing right now. Okay, so what did I do before? So I pretty much studied a lot in the UK, in London, and I finished my bit of my high school. I was in Apata Memorial in Solo in Lagos for like a few years of my high school. Then I moved to the UK, did my university degree there. I was working here first, but just before I moved to Nigeria, I was in business school, so I was studying in France. And to be honest with you, one of the reasons why I decided, I wanted to sort of go to Nigeria after, because before I went to business school, I was working for a bank, and I thought it would be a great way to get an MBA degree, then sort of use that as a way to propel me into Nigeria and give me more of a business mindset and going there to hopefully one day starting my own business. That was the whole point of moving back. And to be honest, the life in London then was okay. Like, I had a great job. I knew great people. I had great friends, but it became that sort of life of get ready, go on the tube, fighting with people on the tube to get a seat. And I thought I could see what my life would look like if I continued that path, right? And the truth is, I didn't want that life for myself. Like, I knew clearly that this is not sustainable. Like, this would kill me, this would drive me mad. And maybe it's not because of the job itself. I think personally I like change, and I also feel like whenever I used to go back home a lot to Nigeria for holidays, because my parents are based there in Nigeria, and I used to think, oh, how would it be living here? You know what I mean? Like, it would be really, it's exciting. The weather is warm, As I'm in London right now, and this morning I went to the gym, and it was freezing. Like, it's May, and it's freezing. I was thinking, thank God I don't live here anymore. Like, I know there are benefits to living in London, but essentially, I wanted to start my own business. I wanted to be closer to my family. I wanted to see what Nigeria had to offer. You know what I mean? Because I feel that starting a business in this country, in the UK, is so much, I think, tougher, because it's very highly regulated. As in, you can't wake up and say, Nigeria, you can wake up and say, you know what, I want to have an import and export business. Like, things happen very fast as long as you know the right people and you put resources together. And I think it's much more difficult here. So that is the reason why I decided I wanted to go to Nigeria. Yes. I think I actually did 2 of them already. So I was going to talk about why I wanted to move to Nigeria, what I was doing before, and what made me move. So I think I've done that now. But let me talk a little bit about living in Nigeria. Like, living in Nigeria, like, I grew up with a lot of, in the UK, all my, non-African friends were always asking me, like, why are you moving back to Nigeria? You have a great degree, you know what I mean? You have a good education, your CV is amazing. Like, why would you go back to Africa, kind of thing? And to be honest with you, like, for me, you have to live in Nigeria to understand, like, the energy, the attitude, the culture. And once you're within it, it's different. Like, the way you feel, being at home, feeling this is home, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel that in the UK, but in Nigeria, I feel that because I'm surrounded with people that's very much like me, right? Or actually not like me, because I think I'm a bit removed from the masses, but just people, we have in line the same themes, the same culture, the same beliefs, right? So for me, like, you can't trade that. You really cannot trade that. Like, how long will I be in Nigeria for? I have no clue. Like, I genuinely have no clue. I hope you guys say I'm trying. Apparently, in one of my videos, they said that my accent is too posh. So I'm trying to actually, you know, nullify it. Reduce it. So yes, so what do I do now in Nigeria? So when I moved back, I was working for a firm. So like as a partnership, I was heading up a particular division, accounts there. But I've always had a passion for travel, you know, and I've also had a passion for showcasing, you know, what the beauty of Nigeria to the world, and also showcasing the world to Nigeria, because I think, you know, Nigeria, we're not really, I feel as a country, we're very bad at portraying and showcasing the beauty that we have to others. You know, people in the media, we always hear negative things about Nigeria. So I'm really focused on that right now. I'm also working on producing a few shows. Like, I've literally shifted my life from being this, you know, bank working girl to this sort of creative, which is a bit of an unknown, you know, area to me, but I've been having so much fun sort of learning, growing, meeting people, networking. Like, I feel like in Nigeria, I can literally say, you know what, the other day trying to create a pilot for a show, from the concept of thinking about it to executing it was like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Getting everyone together, getting funding, everything happened so quickly. And I feel that because Africa is such a, you know, flexible place, right? It enables, you know, like, well, Nigeria, I mean, but it enables things to happen quickly. And I like to be in an environment whereby, you know, things are thriving, things are growing, things are evolving. And I think within all that, there's growth, right? Okay, that is pretty much my Niger story. Am I enjoying it so far? As in, I'm not gonna lie, like, there's been some times whereby I have felt so wrong done by, that I've been frustrated, that I've, you know, been angry at things that were happening to me, that I feel that if it was in the West, this would never happen. You know what I mean? I think, you know, it's a day-to-day process, right? I am not resigning, but I am understanding my new reality in Nigeria. I'm embracing it, and I'm using it, right, to sort of get me towards my goals. So yes, Nigeria is frustrating, it's annoying, but there's another side of Nigeria that no one, you know, we don't sell it, we don't showcase it, we don't, you know, we're not creative about pushing it out there. And yes, and that's all about what I'm interested in doing too for our nation. But yes, that's pretty much my Niger story. Please, you know, subscribe to my channel if you sort of want to watch how I sort of evolved in Nigeria, like the challenges I'm having, the experiences I'm having. I'm going to be sharing that a lot more. I know I share travel stuff now, which I'll still be showcasing a lot, but I think I'm going to be showing a little bit about my life in Lagos for me and the challenges there. So don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you share it and comment, and let me know, like, if you have any questions about Nigeria, anything, or if you have any videos you want me to make, anything, just let me know, and I'll create that. Much love.